Ross is one of the biggest live streamers of the past 2 years who recently got a massive payout that is potentially worth tens of millions of dollars to abandon Twitch and move to a new live streaming platform called Kick. Ever since this move, he has been on a tirade of shock value content, saying and doing whatever he wants to go viral, and it's working. Kick has an extremely lenient terms of service, so he now has the comfortability to speak his mind freely without potentially losing his money. And these days, he is not.
Chat, I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I'm not gonna be a glazer. In terms of service, I think it has nothing to do with it. I'm just gonna say though.
Holding back. Now, it's not like Adin had a squeaky clean reputation. When I documented his come up 2 years ago.
Yeah. Like, I mean, to say terms of service has nothing to do with it, it's like, the question kind of is, would he have been this way, the way he's acting now, back on Twitch, or even on Twitch, if he was still on Twitch, and the TOS was, like, wider, and you could do more, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the real question, and that's what
I covered all of his major controversies, as well as the genuine hard work it took to reach the top of the live streaming industry. At that point, he was definitely an edgy kid, but it seemed like his heart was in the right place. These days, his intentions are unclear, so let's take a look at what happened to Adin Ross. From streaming with every major rapper in the industry, losing his girlfriend, making extremely down bad content, meeting Andrew Tate, and changing his entire online persona forever. Picking up where we left off around May of 2021, Adin was on top of the world. He was one of the top 5 most subscribed and most viewed streamers on Twitch, averaging around 100,000 viewers per stream. He just reached 1 million subscribers on his Adin Live YouTube channel, which he treats like his main channel. And he did a collaboration stream with just about every mainstream rapper in the industry. It was very clear he was here to stay, and some people didn't like that. Those people were known as the Poggers community, or as Adin called them, the L Nerds. This community is basically composed of all the top
The L Nerds, Lamau. Oh, this is great. Okay, I'm gonna start filling up a cone. This is amazing.
What is this ambush,
streamers on Twitch who helped build the platform's foundation years before Twitch was as popular as it is today. Poggers is an emote that people spam in the chat when something good or funny happens. Adin's community is known as the W and L.
Fucking Patrick, man. Yo, he watches, man. He's a.
Of course he watches.
He's a watcher, man.
Of course he is.
That community is composed of Adin's friends and the new
dude, like, of course he's a watch. Like, if he's gonna make content in the space, in the whole like content creation space, he has to know, like, he has to like watch and keep up with everything, or else he's just gonna get left behind.
Wave of Twitch streamers, and instead of spamming Poggers, the commenters will spam W or L. A couple of top streamers in the Poggers community threw some shade at Adin and his viewers.
His viewers are like the kids in high school who want to be cool. You know, like, oh, like, I like rap, I like, you know, like this sort of stuff. Like, kind of like hype beast-ish.
Yeah, they're all very
you know,
hype beast-ish.
Like they think, like, if Supreme was cool, they think it would be cool, sort of thing.
I go in there and I literally have fun in Adin Ross's stream because I don't watch it. But I'm literally just spamming letters.
You're like, yeah, I'm included. W, 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 W.
I just spam W nerd.
He said spam W.
Adin responded.
His viewers are like the kids in high school who want to be cool.
Damn.
Don't disrespect my viewers like that. You guys literally have fucking Hall of Fame nerds, Hall of Fame threats in your chat that spam Poggers, Omegalo the entire stream, bro. You guys are unfunny streamers. You guys are not funny, bro. You guys are not funny at all. Fat, pimple-faced, four-eyed people.
Jesus.
With social problems.
Jesus. Okay.
Watch you guys, bro. I don't call you guys fans. What kind of conversation do you guys think that they have? You guys think they just look at each other and say Poggers, Omegalo, shove an Omegalo in my ass? Like, they're weird, bro. They're weird.
Followed by a tweet that Adin sent to Ludwig. You really are sad for coming at me and my community. L Nerd, go play your violin. Band geek. From there, Adin's audience went and attacked Ludwig.
Guys, I don't think anybody is wrong. I think it's just like, it's like the Spider-Man meme where it's like pointing at him. It's like, bro, everybody either does live content or watches it. It's the same. It doesn't matter what you type in chat. it's the same nature of why you watch. I think we're all pretty much, you know.
Yeah, but the
sending
drama,
death threats to him
X.
and his girlfriend QT Cinderella.
Jesus
This beef
Christ.
was really silly and definitely overblown. It was solved very quickly when Adin and Ludwig both apologized to each other, but it set the standard of how powerful Adin's audience is, that he could militarize and accelerate his audience to defend him
Yeah,
in
they
any
should.
beef. But one day, they would eventually turn on him. In the meantime, Adin was making an insane amount of money, specifically from gambling. His top sponsor was a company called Rubet, an online crypto casino that was
That
paying
was
him
not
at least
bad.
$1
The fucking gambling age, the gambling meta chat. Oh
million
my god.
per month, according to a private conversation that Adin leaked himself.
So the sponsor, they pay me to play on their website, right? And then they pay me an amount to gamble with. However, if I lose the amount, I have to withdraw my own money.
So Adin was able to secure tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit daily without risking his own money. An average streaming day for Adin was online gambling, talking to his chat, reacting to videos, hanging out with famous
The
rappers.
Bro, I
slap.
always say he's transparent, unlike you, bro. I wish you understood that not only were we transparent, you're
another
asking that
month,
we say something that
incredible.
didn't happen. I didn't have fills, and I'm pretty sure Train didn't have fills. What about it? That's just how it is. That was when you were for me.
Rappers, influencers, or streamers, and of course, being sus.
I'm rapping in the streets.
Yo.
Whoa, whoa,
In the streets,
whoa.
batter beat
whoa.
is me.
No,
Wait,
no,
my bad,
no.
my bad.
Now, despite all the success that Adin was bringing to Twitch, they always found a way to let him know they won't let him have too much power. During an IRL stream, Adin was driving his Lamborghini and reading his Twitch
Oh,
chat
yeah.
at the same time. Twitch gave him a temporary ban for using his phone while driving.
Yeah,
You can really lose the shit like quick, bro. And people, I don't know, bro. I just feel horrible. I just fucked up, bro. I fucked up. I got banned on Twitch, guys. I didn't get anything back yet. I think it's a permanent ban. I'm gonna appeal it. I was 100% in the wrong though. I was at a red stoplight and I was reading Twitch chat off my phone.
Adin realized that his
Yeah, you shouldn't be
career,
on your phone,
his
remember?
relevance, his freedom was always going to be
Obviously,
at
I
the
mean,
mercy of Twitch
I
and
shouldn't have to
following
say
their
that for
rules,
motherfuckers to
something
know.
that he
Like,
would
come on.
ultimately grow tired of. As you can imagine, streaming for 5 to 8 hours per day can be extremely repetitive, and having over 100,000 live viewers expecting you to bring something fresh and exciting every day is a lot of pressure. An easy way to
No,
take
you
up
do
some
not
time
just do that,
is
Dex.
with drama. He started a fake beef with Rice Gum to prank their viewers.
Open up now. You want to talk all that shit on fucking Twitch shit? Open up.
Fake beef or not, this is entertaining. Just a week
Oh,
after
what
this,
the
Adin played
fake
another
beef?
prank on his viewers. He did an IRL stream where he met up with his fans, and the cops were called due to how much chaos there was on Melrose in Los Angeles. Adin and his team set up a fake arrest to fool
Dude,
his
what?
viewers, but the next day he
What?
let everybody know that it was just a prank. His fans were not happy. He's just starting to fake everything now, when the initial reason why people
I've
were
never
drawn to
seen
him
this.
was because he was genuine.
Bro, look how mauled you're getting. Why are you getting what? Anyone watches shit like this, people get so small.
Dude, what?
Like, just watch and relax, man. What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Adin's focus has shifted from being a Twitch streamer to being this viral internet
Bro, why do you want all the people on the internet, dude, to like be a bunch of chess masters at the chessboard and be like, people don't like this guy and what he does, I'm gonna move him away. This guy is cool, I'm gonna talk about him. And you're like moving your pieces, bro. Like, dude, I do shit all the time. I'm fucking busy, man. I don't have the time to do this dumb fucking fake social status shit and move my pieces around. I don't give
And
a fuck.
move my
It's
pieces
bro,
around.
Roach in his house like
Agreed,
4
bruh.
months ago, and now he's saying this really weird shit on the internet. Bro,
Stop.
I
What the fuck?
don't give a fuck.
If I want to play chess, I'm gonna load up chess.com and actually play chess, you know?
Get mad at something, man. Fuck you.
sensation. The whole
What do
point
you
of
want me to
Twitch is that it's
do?
raw and organic, but he's bringing this weird
X.
YouTube element to it. If this is really the direction he wants to go for money and attention, so be it. But he has to learn to embrace the hate that comes with it. His viewers were possibly overreacting.
True.
A few fake pranks and they are ready to just write him off. I mentioned this to show how fickle an audience can be with live streaming. Because they spend hours of their time watching you, they develop an understanding of who they think you are. You do one thing they don't like, they immediately criticize and say you are changing for the worse. Balancing this and Twitch's strict rules was eventually going to give. But Adin went back to a very classic style of content for him, e-dates. In these
the
streams,
dating
Adin would
meta,
typically
bruh.
invite a girl. Sometimes it would be a famous Instagram
I
model,
changed,
a
I did
prawn
change.
star, or just a generally attractive girl. And he would have his streamer friends
Chat, I changed. I know who else changed.
You. I knew it. I knew it.
You changed.
You.
I changed. You changed. We changed. People change, man.
Everyone
You know
changes.
people who don't
No shit.
evolve, or the people who don't change. Fuck people who don't change. Yeah, I changed. I changed for the better with
Exactly.
insane, outstanding circumstances.
Exactly. Thank you.
I changed. I changed.
You're
I
supposed
was
to
happy.
change.
Now I'm
If you're
sad.
not changing, you're
Friend.
fucking stagnant as hell. The fuck you doing, bruh? Just standing in place. This ain't freeze tag. You better fucking move, you dumbass.
Get a minute or two to talk to the girl and try and win her over. The girl would ask questions, they would ask her questions, and she would slowly eliminate the contestants. Basically, the Twitch version of a classic dating show. Still to this day, this is Adin's most popular type of content. This content
Just saying, this content is fucking trash compared to the Raj show, Lover Host. It just is. It just is. Lover Host is so fucking good, and Austin is such a good fucking host, man. I'm sorry, it just is.
eventually upgraded to IRL dates,
And I've
where he would
watched
put a
this
streamer
shit
friend of
every
his
once
on
in
a
a while.
blind date with a girl in person. This dynamic was a lot more realistic because 90% of the things contestants said on e-dates, they wouldn't actually say to the girl's face. But eventually, this would all reach a tipping point that made
Sorry, chat. Yeah, I was just kidding, chat. Yeah, I'm happy, chat. It's just that today, I had to do some shit, and I kind of like finalized my taxes, and bro, that shit just broke my heart, man.
Adin want to give up.
It's not really the numbers anymore, but the problem is that people make me feel bad about dropping numbers. I think that's a very big problem I have. It gets to me a lot. Just because I'm not getting 100K like I used to, it went down from 100 to 50 to like 30, 40, like 30, 40-ish now. So
Dude, he needs to take
I
a
guess-
break. Why is his eyes so bloodshot? What the fuck happened?
Around October of 2021, Adin was losing
Jesus,
viewership from 100,000 average viewers to around 30 to 40,000 average viewers.
Bro, that's still so fucking many. 30, 40K?
It's
you're
totally normal to
complaining?
lose a lot of viewership, and 30 to 40K average would make him still an insanely
Oh my
successful
God.
streamer.
Exactly.
But his audience was still quick to remind him that he fell off. To make things worse,
That's
the
annoying.
ethical and legal implications surrounding his Roulette sponsor was being broken down very extensively by CoffeeZilla in a series.
I'm not gonna.
There's
comment
that,
anytime, okay?
there's that man.
Listen, you have to go to the ups and the downs, okay?
Dude, anytime CoffeeZilla's after you, man, it's fucking over, son. It's over. It's a wrap, alright?
To become solid, okay? It's fair enough, okay, that he felt like that because he was a newer streamer. When you go up and down at one point, you become solid regardless. Because sometimes, chat, you just need to realize, okay, that back in my days, okay, back in days, my first like couple years, I did pretty good. I cared. I'm not kidding. I actually did care a lot, right? And one time, things fell off really hard, and I didn't know why. And I realized that, oh, it was back to school time, and then it was something else, something that I can't control, and it kept hitting me for like about a year, and then that was like way before. At one point, I was like, oh shit, you know what? I can't control this or that. So who the fuck
Exactly.
cares? And then you become just solid.
Exactly,
In my opinion,
X.
Aiden here isn't wrong because he's a newer streamer.
Okay, but
So him not being solid is part of the process of becoming solid. And maybe now he is or he's not, right?
Yeah, but someone still needs to break it down that, like, 40K is still, that still puts him in the top 0.1% of streamers, so, you know what I'm saying?
Some people never become solid. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah. Sometimes some people just don't get there, but it's part of the process. It is what it is.
Series called
That's like
Roulette's House
personal, in my opinion, that's like personal, like just self-worth issues, you know what I'm saying?
of Cards. This was executed so well that it caused a lot of streamers to abandon their partnerships with the company. Social media users became more aware of the shady online crypto casinos and their tactics to get people addicted to gambling. The ethics of streamers using their influence to show their potentially underage viewers how much fun and excitement comes with gambling were challenged. Since these streamers do not have to gamble with their own money, which is the entire risk of gambling, if they lose, they don't actually lose. So they're never able to show the actual downsides and what potential catastrophes can happen when you gamble all of your money away. Adin announced the world that he was depressed and needed to move out of LA. He was exhausted. This was the first time we had ever
shit.
really seen Adin stop moving at 100 miles per hour. At some point, it is impossible to maintain that level of hype. To be that entertaining for hours on end, day in and day out, it's just unsustainable. He moved out of the Clout House in LA.
Stop saying you, chat. One day you guys are going to realize that there's none of this shit even relates even a little bit. Okay, my story is not his story. It's not even close to the same thing. Okay, the thing you'll know one day. I mean, maybe one day
He said fire.
Nothing to do with any of this shit.
And took his career back to New York.
X
He
needs
took
to
a
make
very
like
short
a
10-day break from streaming.
X
before
needs to have like a docu-series. That's like 3-4 episodes, which is highly fucking produced.
he
You know what I'm saying?
realized that he cannot give up.
That'd
He
be
came
sick.
back with a bang.
Guys,
His
X needs to wait though, because like he can't do it now. His career's not even over. His career's not even close to being over, so he can't do it now.
first
when will you guys
That's the
realize
problem.
That the best
You can't do a life story while your life's still like while you're still at a motherfucking peak in your life. You know what I mean? Like that just doesn't make sense.
the best stream times we had were in LA. You guys just forgot. Overall, Overwatch League, and all the come up, and then this was all LA. The whole thing was all the crazy good shit. All it was LA, dude. I just went out. I came back.
stream back was a live stream with Lil Uzi Vert, who was easily the most famous rapper he had ever streamed with. With a fresh mindset and another huge milestone, he was ready to grind again.
Oh no, dude! I know what we're gonna get into. That Andrew Tate meta is gonna pop up here soon, man.
Hated myself over there. I hated it.
He also got a brand new crypto casino sponsorship with Stake, so gambling was a regular program for him again. Also, the E-dates were back, even though one of them was about to take an unexpected turn for the worse. Adin invited iShowSpeed to do an E-date with Ash Cash, who was the celebrity guest for the evening, but Speed took things too far. Basically, Speed threatened to R-word Ash Cash, and I would play the clip so you can see the context, but Speed likes to illegally copyright strike any video that has him featured in it. This got Speed permanently banned on Twitch, while he was just a guest on Adin's stream. This controversy was huge, but it was pretty clear that Adin was not at fault here. Even though a lot of people put the blame on him, Speed's actions didn't fully represent how the E-dates normally work. All this did was bring more attention to Adin's streams and made the E-dates even more popular. Most streamers benefit from controversy. People get really angry, flood them with casual viewers, and then forget about it a week later.
Yeah, but that depends on the controversy, alright? It depends on what you do entirely. That's it. Every single case is situational, period. There's not like a predetermined line. Well, I mean, there is obviously predetermined lines, and they're fucking everywhere. But, like, you have to judge each situation, independently, in my personal opinion.
It's the sweet spot of being controversial but not pissing off the masses, and more importantly Twitch, where Adin was constantly balancing, and he's damn good at it. He knows exactly where to be edgy, where he can make it seem like he has no filter to excite his audience.
I just turned this motherfucker gay. He likes suck.
Nah, bro, you not even 2 bars in.
I'm saying
bro.
You not
He knows when to
even
act dumb so his audience
fucking Zeus,
can
bro.
bully him.
I love Zeus and Bilu personally. Those motherfuckers are hilarious.
And that.
You said you're not
Well, I
even
mean,
2
that's
bars
confusing.
in,
I gotta
bro.
be tripping.
Well, that's
Is
confusing.
this maybe years ago? How is Atlanta all the way over here?
And he is an
Bro,
absolute
I thought it was Georgie.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I'm dead ass. Way back when, I think about a year and a half ago, I thought it was Georgie. So when I saw, Georgia in USA, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
mastermind when it comes to
I had to send it
virality.
backwards.
However, one of his beefs, he almost took it too far. That was with the rapper NBA Youngboy, which started when
I
a
don't know this
Youngboy
one.
fan page liked a photo that Adin's girlfriend Pammy posted. Adin didn't believe it was real. He spent 2 minutes in straight silence staring at this, wondering why NBA Youngboy could be potentially romanticizing his girlfriend. His audience convinced him that it was real, even though it wasn't. So Adin conducted a master plan that involved setting up one of his friends with NBA Youngboy's ex, Jania. While Jania was on an Instagram live, Adin requested to join and asked if his friend Paryeet could spit some game to her. A bunch of people screen recorded the videos and posted them online saying that Adin was flirting with Youngboy's ex. So Youngboy decided to make a lethal threat to Adin in a song the same day. Adin responded to the diss track with a fake apology and a meme, before quickly realizing the next day what type of beef he was truly getting into. Adin is obviously not from the streets, doesn't live a dangerous life, and probably knew deep down that no real gangster is going to
Dude,
hurt
that is absolutely cooked, bro. Why they do him with this picture,
him.
man?
But still,
They
he knew he couldn't poke the bear too
butchered.
much, because with Youngboy's reputation, it wasn't worth it for
Why
Adin
they
to take
do him
any
like that?
chances. And eventually he
That's
apologized
straight
and stopped
cooked,
trolling
bruh.
the
Why
rapper.
they do him like
It was
that?
either this
Why
beef
am I
that
laughing? Is just the way it's being put and the picture being used? Like, are you stupid?
Yeah,
Bro, look at the picture they used. Look at it, dude.
exactly.
Like, look at this.
Exactly.
Why would I
live
not
a
laugh?
dangerous life, knew he couldn't poke the bear too much,
Bruh.
because with Youngboy's reputation, it wasn't worth it for Adin to take any chances, and eventually he apologized and stopped trolling the rapper.
Yeah,
It
makes
was either
sense.
this beef that went too far, or just him feeling generally exhausted again. But around the end of 2021 and beginning of 2022, Adin slowed down a bit. Every month in 2022, his views just kept dropping, even though he was streaming pretty consistently.
I mean, dude, all views are gonna be coming down. Like you can't compare 2020's views to any other views, and even the beginning of 2021 because it was fucking lockdown, dude. So obviously all the views are way fucking up. Nobody has anything to do.
Consistently sticking to his gambling, reactions, and e-dates. He wasn't doing any viral
To be
stunts,
fair-
nor getting into
To be fair, him coming back down to whatever the fuck he was at, 40K, is probably like that's probably where it would have been without
unnecessary
the fluctuation of
controversy,
all the
just
people that are
satisfying his
fucking there,
fans
you know
and
what I'm saying?
chilling like every other streamer. Despite his more relaxed approach to Twitch, in April of 2022, he found himself in another big controversy. Adin was
great.
becoming a victim of DDoS attacks. These attacks can occur when a hacker gets his IP address, either by knowing where he lives in real life, or
Fuck that,
potentially if
dude.
Adin leaked that information, then the hackers have the ability to overload his internet so much that his stream lags and makes him unable to stream. Adin was trying to fulfill his online gambling requirements one day when a hacker kept taking down his stream. Out of frustration, he called one of his friends, Your Rage, who is another very popular Twitch streamer. Adin didn't realize Rage was live when he said this.
He did.
Yeah, skip it. Skip it.
Not making fun of a gay person. He was angry at someone who was hacking him, but the context did not matter, and Adin was about to get banned. At first, Your Rage tried to say that it was his friend from high school that said the slur and not Adin. And still to this day, they never fully admit that it was Adin. This is all alleged. After all we really
Alleged.
have is just that.
Classic Alan Moss coming out of the woodwork saying some dumb shit. What the fuck? Jesus, man.
The fuck's Alan
Somebody's
Moss?
gotta stop this Alan Moss guy, man. It's
That
gotta-
audio,
it's
but
gotta
there isn't
stop.
a real reason to believe it wasn't Adin. And after the clip was blown up on Twitter by Jake Lucky, Adin received his longest ban of all time. Over 40 days, Adin was banned from Twitch. Funny enough, this actually wasn't huge news.
Hit
Adin had
him
been
with
banned
it.
many times before, and
Yeah.
nobody knew how long this would be. And most people just took his side because they didn't think he had any true bad intentions. Usually, Adin comments on his bans, but this time, he just kind of disappeared for 6 weeks. When he returned to streaming after his long ban in June, he had about 70,000 average viewers. The long Twitch ban did not hurt his numbers at all.
Damn,
In fact,
son.
it probably helped him. Giving
Yeah.
the fans a break allowed them to be hungry for more content. As if
Right.
things couldn't get any better, he got blessed with a whole new content lane that he could capitalize on. Andrew Tate.
The Tate
Andrew
The
Tate was the
Tate
most
meta.
searched for
Here
man
we go, chat. About halfway through too. This is perfect
in the
timing for
world
it.
in July of 2022.
Here we go.
Basically, overnight, this man was everywhere. Clips of him that were causing controversy were at the top of everyone's.
Yo, guys, listen. Guys, I have my hands up like this. You got me, okay? I get it. It's a coincidence, okay? But
I gotta let this cat in chat. I don't want to hear what X has to say. Get in here, ugly. Alright. Let's get back to this.
But I was streaming in the basement, and I said, "Who is Tate?" And we watched the videos that had like fucking 2K views. Motherfucker. It was like 2 days later. this shit was blowing the fuck up. Motherfucker, I get it. It's a coincidence. I'm just saying.
Oh shit. Fucking X. Jesus, that's copium.
Algorithm on every social media platform. Despite
Fucking
Tate
X.
being everywhere, there was still a large mystery to him. Was he just
Legendary
a character? Was this just a
picture.
meme? Is he actually filthy rich? Is he a criminal? With massive streamers like Hasanabi and XQC denouncing
There's
Tate's
X.
ideals, Adin was the largest streamer willing to talk to him. Andrew Tate and Aiden's collab stream would become Aiden's most popular stream in his whole career. Well, at least in terms of YouTube views. Every single person on the internet was talking about Tate. Most people were bashing his worldviews, but Aiden's community loved him, and Aiden took a liking to Tate as well. In the beginning, Tate was mostly farming Aiden's viewers to promote his Hustlers University course, and Aiden was just picking his brain for
Absolutely
the
really
content.
true.
But Andrew
Right
quickly
there.
realized that Aiden was reluctant to say how he truly felt on certain subjects, citing that Aiden was afraid the Matrix would cancel him, which to some degree is true. All content creators need to abide by censorship standards, which can be dangerous
Yeah.
to break. Even I get tired of censoring myself. They stream together often after the first couple were a success, and Tate
Yeah, but to be fair, once you like start living in the realm under TOS for a little bit, you get kind of a feel, you get kind of comfortable, and then you kind of adapt to it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it may like suck at first, where it's like, oh, I can't do this, but you fucking adapt, and you know, you figure out how to
became
thrive
somewhat of a mentor to Aiden.
or
Bro, you got, like,
live
the
under
best
the
fucking
those
mentality,
certain
like, brain, like, ethic I've
circumstances.
ever seen in my fucking life. What the everything you're saying is just like that you said
Oh.
is literally facts. I
Wait a
agree with
minute.
like 100% of everything.
However, it wasn't long before Andrew Tate was banned from almost every social media platform,
Every
which was when
single
Aiden
one.
needed him the most.
Right now, guys, I am no longer in a relationship. I am single.
Aiden and his longtime girlfriend Pammy broke up. This affected him tremendously, and he didn't talk about the details too much publicly, but just said they decided to go their separate ways. Immediately after, he started doing e-dates where he was the one that a bunch of women were trying to get a date with. Every day, he had OnlyFans models and women fawning over him to boost his ego.
Nice,
His fans
there you
loved
go.
it, and they saw a new spark in Aiden. Single Aiden's content is 10
Ego
times
farming?
better. Not even just for the content with girls, but he just seems more energetic and fun in general. Pammy was really holding Aiden back. It's crazy how great his content is again. However, Lil Uzi Vert disagreed. He thought Aiden should get his girl back.
You shouldn't have broke up with that girl.
I know, bro.
On top of that, Twitch also
Fuck.
banned gambling from their
Look
platform,
at Uzi
which
being
most
a
people saw
fucking-
as a net positive for the app.
Ah,
but
shit.
streamers like Aiden, who were raking in millions
Uzi's
of
such
dollars
a
per month
G-man.
from the site, were furious. The only type of content Aiden had was related to his relationship status. He would swipe through girls on Tinder, bring OnlyFans girls on stream, and kiss them on the mouth, which some people saw as his most down bad
Yo,
moment, but his audience
yo!
thought
Kiss
he was
them
super
on the
lit.
mouth.
Once he asked one of the girls to be his girlfriend, his chat started to change their opinion. Never thought I would see Aiden in such a low spot, especially in streaming. Bring back the old times, dear friend. Andrew needs to save his son. Just like with all of Aiden's content, it's hard to tell what is real
Wow, that comment's funny, bro.
and what is
He's
just
the
a viral
same
stunt.
as
This
son
very well could have
on
been
the-
knowing
On
his
the
own
mouth.
community would
I
make
don't know
fun of
if
him.
Andrew
It was
can
likely
save-
Ew! Kiss on the mouth. Eee!
all
X
for
said
entertainment because he just
no.
hopped from one girl to another.
I was just curious, Nadia.
Just kidding, relax.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in LA right now. Do you want to go on a date with me?
Nice.
A date with me?
Say
phone
no,
date?
please.
A date with Ada Ross.
Because they're
no.
saying
You know what?
no. It's just
I'm not coming back.
stop, Rina. Come on.
I'm not coming back.
She gone.
However, something that was
What
very
are
real was his
you-
ex-girlfriend starting an OnlyFans,
Oh,
which obviously bothered
God!
him. It kind of seemed like they were both battling to make each
Come
other jealous.
on.
Yeah,
Aiden's
they
fans were saying
definitely
that
were.
She hit rock bottom, but they were just trying to protect Aiden's feelings because I'm sure he wasn't excited about her new career. And just when
They
Aiden
are
needed
straight
him
just
the
going
most,
at
the
each
top
other
G
without
returned
going at each
after
other.
a long hiatus and immediately questions Aiden's new lifestyle.
Aiden, what are you doing with your life?
Come on, bro. Already off the jump?
Yeah.
You don't want to catch up? Hey, how's it going? Were you new
What's the
setup?
point in catching up?
I know.
What's the point in catching up with you when I basically know the answer? You're sitting in Miami doing hedonistic bull,
No.
sitting around doing
no.
drugs, drinking, doing
No.
absolutely nothing important, hanging around with a bunch of losers. That's what you're doing.
Viewers shifted their alliance
Woo!
to Tate, and they realized he was right about Aiden's
Holy
lifestyle.
shit.
But Aiden didn't
Ow.
listen. He kept living his dopamine-boosting,
Yo!
pleasure-filled lifestyle.
He said on the
Eventually,
mouth.
Yo, I'm not gonna watch this anymore. I'm not gonna watch this anymore.
He would fly to Dubai to meet Andrew Tate in person, which seemed to be the catalyst to some real change. Aiden did his classic
I'm not gonna
performative
watch
suspect
this anymore.
humor. But Tate convinced Aiden to get into shape and try to make better life choices.
Dude,
He came back
what
to the
is-
USA on a mission, now turning his body transformation into content. They made a deal that if Tate could do 150 push-ups in 5 minutes, Aiden had to shave his head bald. Then after
Of
Andrew
course
did it with
Tate
ease,
did it,
Aiden
yeah.
asked for redemption. If he did 30 push-ups in a row, he could keep his hair. These were the
30?
push-ups.
They're so bad. He doesn't even go down with his arms.
How much you want for it?
Even though it took him 3 weeks, he eventually shaved his head bald. Just a couple days before he did it, Andrew Tate got arrested in Romania after being investigated for potential human trafficking crimes. Aiden stood his ground and said that he supports Andrew Tate and does not believe he is guilty, whereas the entirety of the internet celebrated Andrew Tate's imprisonment. But just 1 week into his bald new year, he randomly got a
His
7-day
bald
ban on
new
Twitch.
year.
Again, not really clear as to why. If you haven't noticed by now, Twitch often doesn't state why people get banned. They just remind those creators,
Yeah, I mean,
don't get too comfortable.
I just got
not don't get too comfortable. They remind them to fucking stay within the guidelines, right?
banned on Twitch.
X, what are you doing, bro?
I'm not as mad and devastated as I would
What
be.
am I witnessing right now?
They tell the creators on emails while they're banned. They just don't tell the world about it. You get to choose if you tell the people or not. Also, chat, guys, if this
Bro, he sits around when I cannot, like, I have to have socks on. There's no way I'm ever gonna be just like vibing with no socks. That's fucking wild to me.
does not count. Okay, chat. This
Yeah,
this
what the
nail
fuck was he doing?
was on the verge of going straight to flesh, and it didn't by a millimeter. I got so lucky today, I have no idea. This would have ruined my day. This would have ruined my day.
Dude, no, stop, bro. Oh my fucking god. Dude,
Seems like Aiden getting banned throughout his career has
so degenerate. Oh my god.
and his fans love it. And this time, that couldn't be more true. In January of 2023, he returned to Twitch, taking his fitness journey as serious as possible, telling his followers that he was not having sex, doing drugs, or drinking alcohol. He was going to fully focus on bettering his health this year. However, some people thought this lifestyle change was a warning sign.
Dude.
Hasanabi, another
X is so nasty, man. I can't get over that. I can't. I'm trying to not think about that, but holy fuck, that's so nasty.
massive Twitch streamer, mostly known for his political commentary, predicted that Aiden was going to turn into another Sneeko.
If he keeps going down this pipeline,
Another Sneeko.
he's gonna turn into like another Sneeko. He's just gonna be banned from everything. He just needs to fucking save himself. It's good that he's working out.
Hassan's not fucking
It's good that
wrong.
he's like bettering himself.
Is he
These
wrong?
are concepts that I'm on board with. But this like no fap, weird right wing shit is not
kind of
good.
on this. I don't
Hassan
know what this
clearly
is, so
believes
I'm
that
skipping
working
that.
out and pushing a positive and healthy lifestyle is good, but he predicted that Aiden would take it too far, that this red pill nonsense typically leads young men to spiral into far right-wing belief systems that he thinks are generally bad. This was definitely an aggressive take, and was probably based on the fact that Andrew Tate was Aiden's mentor. In fact, Tate announced that Aiden will be one of his 5 allowed visitors to prison. However, Aiden disappeared.
I basically got a
He
call.
gone.
I'm not gonna say specifically who it was, but you know who you are, and you basically said, hey man, if you keep doing controversial stuff and you keep saying certain things and you keep basically promoting certain things on your stream, we're gonna have to take you down indefinitely.
Aiden believes that
Dude,
his new
what?
lifestyle choices were the reason that Twitch was trying to silence him. It seemed like Twitch was okay with promoting gambling, alcohol consumption, prawn addiction, and a degenerative lifestyle. But when he
Jesus
tried to
fucking
better
Christ.
himself and convince his
I
audience
mean, to
to
be
improve
fair-
their mental and physical health, that he was being threatened. This was the last time Aiden was going to let Twitch hold their power
I have
over
no
his
say.
head. So he announced
CEO do what CEO do. That's the boss. All right. I just live here. All right. I just have my own little space, and y'all just, you know what I'm saying? All right.
to the world that he would start streaming on Kick.
So guys,
Kick. Here
I'm
we
not
go.
permanently full-time going there. I want to feel it out, and I want to make sure my community f***s with it too.
Yeah.
So I'll still stream on Twitch if that's what you guys want.
I kind of
But what
knew when he was saying I'm not full-time going there, I kind of knew that was kind of bullshit.
I will say is this. I'm going to Kick this week.
Kick is a live streaming platform that looks and operates almost exactly like Twitch. Although it's not very clear who owns Kick, there's a lot of evidence that supports that Edward Craven, one of the founders of Stake.com, is a part owner of the site. Another part owner is Trainwrecks TV, who was the largest gambling streamer on Twitch. Kick's main differentiating factors is that they pay their streamers 95% of their subscriber money, and Kick takes 5%. They also have extremely lenient terms of service, so when Adin said he could do whatever he wanted, he wasn't lying. He went to Kick, streamed the Super Bowl, which is dangerously illegal, and even pulled up the front page of Pornhub while streaming to tens of thousands of people, mostly underage kids. As if it couldn't get any worse, the chat is totally unfair.
Even if it's censored, what the fudge?
Yeah, that is wild too.
What the fudge?
Chill, bro.
Filtered, so the comment section is flooded with just about every racial slur you could ever imagine. The stream was clipped and went extremely viral on Twitter. Everyone no longer watches prawn and thinks it's very unhealthy. Plus, he's been profiting off prawn stars and OF models for years.
When Adin said that he wasn't doing, like, I feel like that was all kind of just a gimmick, personally. You know what I'm saying?
Now, he went back and forth from streaming on Twitch, then back to Kick for about 10 days in February. It was during this time where he was negotiating an extremely large exclusive deal with Kick, similar to when Ninja signed to the Microsoft-owned Mixer streaming platform for
back when streaming was, this was prime in my opinion. This was like when the Mixer Twitch war was going on. That was peak in my opinion, man. That was absolute peak.
Or between $20 to $30 million in 2019.
I miss when Ninja was the face of Twitch. Like,
They're giving me tens of M's if I go full time. If you guys, you know, if I go full time, and equity.
Trainwreck said that Adin's deal is complicated and has a bundle of things in his contract that isn't just a streaming deal, but he did confirm that the dollar amount is the largest streaming deal of all time, which would mean that Adin's take-home payout would have to be at a minimum of $30 million. Once he secured this deal, he was permanently banned on Twitch, forever. He was given a reason that he did not make public, but he hinted that it could have been related to things he was doing on his Kick live streams. Adin would not be the first example of an unfair ban or an unknown permanent ban. And since the
I don't think you could classify that as unfair, really.
Well, I mean, I think he forgets that this is something very, very, very important. Okay, you know, this doesn't.
I don't think it's unfair.
A long time ago, maybe I think it was 3 years ago, Twitch put something in the TOS that they enforce off-platform actions. So if you do something on Instagram, on Twitter, in real life, they'll enforce that to the TOS of Twitch, and then you'll get banned for whatever you did. That's just kind of how that goes.
Streams. Adin would not be the first example of an unfair ban or an unknown permanent ban, and since this was his 8th time being banned in total, I don't think anyone was really surprised. So now that Adin has secured generational wealth and no longer has to abide by any rules and restrictions, he basically has full freedom to say and do whatever he wants. So he decided to finally state how he feels about trans people. There are only 2 genders was tweeted, which got over 500,000 likes, 50 million impressions, and 3 million engagements.
I'm not coming at the gay community, the LGBT. I'm not coming at them, bro. I'm coming at the cancel culture.
Adin claims that his comment was not transphobic. He was using this as an example of how cancel culture will try to take you down if you say something they disagree with. His comment was not very edgy, but he knew people would freak out, and they did. He then attacked other streamers.
And all you fucking streamers I'm gonna clap back and respond to. Stop this fucking cat, bro. You don't give a fuck. You are signed under Twitch contract.
To which XQC replied the best.
That's like going to a spot, like going to a church full of people that are praying and be like, God isn't real. No gods are here. Lol. What are you guys doing? Gods aren't there. Lol.
Oh, fucking X.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
It doesn't really make sense why Adin is doing political hot take.
I think that's a good. I still
good,
stand behind the
decent example
at the time. I think there are things.
Now, me personally, I don't give a fuck. You do whatever you want, man. It doesn't affect me at all. Do whatever you want, man. I don't care.
But sometimes you understand.
I'm focused. I'm focused on me, man. Like you doing whatever you doing doesn't affect me at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even notice, right? So.
Or things that are complicated, right? And the whole point is like, well, either you just let people be, and it doesn't affect you in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
So why go out of your way and be a cucklord, right? I think it's not even an argument that is for against what you said. It's a baseline argument that you cement at the bottom, and nothing can build past it. It's a foundational argument. That's it. That's it. It's why I don't go out and say, guys, because on paper, my argument makes sense here. It's the same thing as that. If I go and tell somebody that his God isn't real, or I don't believe it's real, or I tell another religion guy that
what does that even accomplish?
I mean,
exactly. What the fuck does that even accomplish? Like what that all that like. That's just weird. That's just weird. I don't understand that.
Scientifically, you're right. Fuck that guy. Tell him that he's got. Like, why though? Why would I do that? I don't know what does that achieve. Why am I? You're not being brave. You're just gonna be an asshat, to be honest.
He has no intention of doing actual research.
Yeah, you're just going after people who did nothing to you for no reason, and that's just weird. That makes you just a little weirdo, in my opinion.
Or trying to attack any complicated problem. His biggest rebuttal is that people on the internet need to go outside because their reality cannot simply be the same reality he is living in. His next hot take was...
So all you guys that get to...
Reality is different on the internet than it is in real life, in my opinion. And that's just how it is, because the internet isn't fucking real life. It should be different. Like...
Pick your pronouns.
At least in my opinion.
Kill/them. Okay?
Which was followed by an apology.
And I just wanted, from the bottom of my heart, apologize for absolutely nothing. Okay? I'm Adin Ross, and Adin Ross can say what the fuck he says.
Which was followed by this statement a few days later.
I just don't fuck. The only thing I don't like about this community is you guys are homophobic and transphobic. I don't fuck with that because y'all don't know what it's like. You know, people, you just don't know what it's like. You're not in there.
Dude, he's wildin' on these other fucking... on Kick, man. He's just...
You're not in their shoes.
So basically, it's tough to know how he really feels about anything. So think to yourself, is Adin's behavior on Kick really all that different from the stuff we showed in the beginning and throughout this video? His whole rise to fame was because he is an edgy teenager. All of his success came from him being edgy, toxic, or playing dumb. He hasn't changed. He's just 22 now, more popular, and extremely rich.
Here's my actual take about Adin. Here's my actual take, okay? Here's my actual take, okay? He's a kid in...
Wait, am I older than Adin? Hold up. I'm gonna figure it out right now. I'm older than Adin. Wow. Wow. That's wild. Okay, well, I did not know that. I did not know that at all.
Who makes a joke for the class to laugh like a class clown, right? And after 20 jokes that were all kind of funny or edgy, one of them is too edgy,
funny.
And then he gets in detention for that one topic of that joke. And instead of like reeling back and doing another joke, all the other jokes that he's part of that he likes, right? He just doubles down on that one thing. Then he goes to detention even longer, quadruples down on the same joke, and he just won't stop that same one joke. He just keep pushing it just because of the fact that he got called out about that one joke, and he doesn't want to let go, like a dog who just bites and doesn't want to let go, and just eight times down. It's like, and he just doesn't. It never stops.
Next.
Wow.
Sorry, X. Next.
Him, but his behavior shouldn't be unexpected. His constant.
That was a perfect analogy.
Stop. Stop, X. Your analogy was great. I don't
walking
disagree.
back on things that he says, telling people to not take him seriously, and that everything he does is just jokes. And it's probably all just because...
How am I a hypocrite though? What is it that was hypocrite then? I don't get it.
Because he is bored. His streams consist of him reacting to stuff on the internet, talking to girls with their chests exposed, playing video games, and gambling. Even though he will tell you that you need to go outside, get off the internet, OnlyFans girls are poison, and gambling is an addictive habit. He likely gets bored in his...
saying something you believe to be
Stop, X.
quote unquote
Stop, X.
people
Stop, X.
advertising.
I don't disagree with you. Stop.
You say stop. You're gonna need to run. Just all gonna.
Board and repeat. Say something to get a rise out of people, play it off like it's just a joke, apologize, and then rinse and repeat. He is never going to be canceled, he is never going to be deplatformed, and he has made enough money that he doesn't actually have to work another day in his life. He is going to do whatever he wants, and it's up for you to decide if you want to give him any more of your attention. Shiloh Dynasty.
Okay. So. Yeah. To be honest, I really don't even know what to say. Let me just go. Oh, I already fucking like that version. That was wild. Me personally, I haven't watched Adin content in a while. Never. I mean, I'd keep up with him, but I was never really like a big Adin Ross watcher, I guess you could say. Yeah, well, hey, make sure to go subscribe to XQC and Patrickcc, yeah?